Happy Devils Friday. This is the Let's Go Devils podcast post game. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal. Streaming live on Facebook Live, Twitter Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. Devils just they hung in there, but not really. A lot of it was Mackenzie Blackwood. It's going to be an unhappy Devils recap, Scotty. What do you have to say?
Well, you completely froze on me there for a second there, so I just don't really have any idea what you said. That was one of the greatest cliffhangers ever. It was like, well, and then my computer screen froze. So hopefully, I'm sure you said something very, very intelligent. I am sure it was something very intelligent, something with a lot of hockey sense. See how I said hockey sense there? See what I did there, Sam? See what I did there? Hockey sense. But it was a tough but good game today, I thought. I was kind of watching it here in the background, going a little crazy with work. But, you know, Pittsburgh Penguins, a little bit better team than we're used to. And the Devils still came through, scored some goals, played some good hockey at points. Struggled a little bit, but I always thought it was well. Let's just do the quick recap here. 6-4. Penguins took it. Starting out the scoring, Miles Wood chipping home a nice rebound there in front of the net. He was on a line with Jesper Bratt and Pavel Zacha. That was Wood's 12th from Bratt and Zacha. Bratt's 19th assist already. Pavel Zacha's 15th. McCann came back with a goal there. Crosby his 30th assist. And then the Pens scored again before the end of the first. So it's 2-1 going into the second. And then, Jackie Boy back on the score sheet again. And once again, all three members of the line contributing to this goal. Jack Hughes is 9th. Kuokkanen his 14th assist. Sharangovich his 8th. If you saw it, it was a lot of movement on that play. I don't know. Sharangovich and Kuokkanen seem to be the muse for some of these guys here. Just throw them on the wings and put someone in the center, and they seem to play and perform very well. So like to see all that from Jack Hughes putting that rebound home. Pens went up again 3-2 before the third was over, and then, Crosby and Russ scored at the start of the third. Jesper Boqvist gets his second halfway through the third period, unassisted. And then Miles Wood, again unassisted, gets a backhand late in the game to get it close, but Russ puts another one home. Empty netter for the 6-4 victory. The stars of the game, Crosby got the first, Russ got the second. Jack Hughes gets the third star. Shots on goal. Penguins 9-11-7 for a total of 27. Devils 7-10-13 for a total of 30. Shots on goal, we just said that. Face-off, rather. Devils, 50%. Pens, 49. I think it was like 30-29 in the face-offs. Power play, Penguins, 2 for 4. Now, we know they have a deadly power play, but seems to be a trend lately where we're giving up a lot of power play goals. So power play, penalty kill, rather, which was such a strong run there for a while, seems to be, getting in a little trouble, but Nico will be back. Don't worry, we're getting a very good penalty killer coming back real soon. We were 0 for 1 on our power play. Hits 18-12, slight advantage. Blocks 12-10, only 8 giveaways for us. So not a horrible game, not a great game, but the boys hustled. What I really like to see, again, we've said it a 1,000 times already, is they just didn't roll over and die there. Scoring that after going down, 5-2. Scoring the 2 goals, taking it back to 5-4, making a game out of it there for that last minute. They're not there yet, but they're getting closer. And you can see that they're playing a lot better. Kulikov had a really nice hit today. Merkley got knocked pretty well at center ice as well. It'd have been nice to see a little more retaliation from the boys, but I don't know. Maybe Jesper Bratt's got to go and throw the gloves down again, apparently, to rile this team up.
Well, that's one of the weaknesses, and it's like. But go ahead.
No. I was going to say overall, though, not for where we stand as a team right now against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Not a bad overall game. We could have gotten steamrolled here, and we fought back at the end. We made it at least tight, made it exciting there for that final minute. Pulled the goalie, had a 6-on-5, but just couldn't get that final game tire in the net. But we're getting there. We are getting there.
Getting there. It's part of the process. You know what? I think it was Craig Bessa wrote the Jaeger bombs line. Talking about they're clicking right now, which is great because with Travis Zajac now gone, that was one of my concerns. Would you want to move him while they are progressing? Well, I think they're progressing just fine without him. Matter of fact, it seems like they're stepping up and playing an even better game, a faster game, a higher IQ game almost. And with Jack Hughes, and this is what we wanted, right? I'm very happy with that progress. Again, we're not looking for moral victories here. We're looking for something, a path to our success, which, Scotty, I'll be a little bit more patient now. I know I want my success now, and I know this is a long rebuild, but in the end, it's kind of like...
It's been, and we did, but it's because we did it the wrong way. Is because we got out of line. You get to Taylor Hall, you get that little glimpse of the playoffs, and then it's we got out of line. Just stick with it, so we don't have to do this crap again for a while. Once we get this rebuild done, then we can start replenishing the farm system and keep the cycle going. But we just got to get through this first cycle all the way. It's like it's like getting medicine for something and you only take half the pills and you don't really get better all the way. And you got like a lingering cold, take all of it like the doctor says.
I got a better analogy. Have you ever seen the movie Shawshank Redemption?
Oh boy. Here we go. I'm afraid you're going to make a prison reference here. I'm getting a little worried over here.
You know how like Andy Dufresne, when he takes the rock and when he's trying to escape prison and he has to go through that sewer pipe to get down all the way to the end. Right now,
how did I know that? How did I know where you were going to go? This is where you're going to go with this.
Yeah, we're almost free.
Yeah, no, that's true. We are. We're in that pipe, and we're almost like coming to the end of that pipe when he got out. And remember what he was like when he got out? He was just like, oh. That's what we're gonna be like really, really soon. And we're gonna start winning games. I mean, look at like a couple weeks ago, we would have got blown out by the Penguins 6-4. I mean, empty net goal too. It's really more like 5-4. I know we don't talk about moral victories, but if it was like 6-1 or 6-2, then I'd be ticked. I'd be pissed. And you'd hear me. When I get pissed when they don't put the effort in. I saw effort today. I saw a hustle. I see them working. I see that Jack Hughes line. Woo! All three of them points again. They did it last game where all three of them chipped in on the 2 goals. And now again, all three of them factored in on the score sheet for the Jack Hughes goal today. I really, really like that. And I know a lot of people are talking on the Facebook page. What's up, guys? Matt Junio, Daniel, Ramona, Michael, Benji, everybody else out there.
Are we really 8 points out of a playoff spot? That's what Benji wrote. Are we?
Eight
we can't be, are we?
Let's see here.
No.
We are.
It's gotta be more than that.
We are 12 points out. I think Benji's math is a little off there. 34-48. 8 points would be 42. Would be 42, Benji. So a little bit off.
It's okay, Benji. It's okay.
It happens to the best of us. Yeah. But it's okay. The Rangers are 5 points back of Boston. Boston's got 48. Pittsburgh's got 54. And then the Caps and Isles, class of the East there are both tied with 56. I mean, the Penguins are pretty they were struggling for a while, but man, did they turn it on. 54 points now. They are a plus 25. Oh man. They're gonna be tough. Man, this Canadian division as well. And the Central, Carolina and Tampa Bay, Florida playing so well. Man. Chicago sneaks in. If Chicago sneaks into it, all those veterans, I'd be scared to play them. I could just see them like they did last year in the tournament round. They were just one of those teams with those those veterans that they can probably get you in a series like that, an opening round series. Oh wow, this will be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Soon the Devils are going to be part of that conversation. I firmly believe that next year, we will be in that conversation for that 7-8, spot. Are we going to get it? I don't know, but I damn well expect us to be like, maybe eliminated the last week of the season. We came up, 3 or 4 points short this year, but I expect us to be in that running, to be in that 7th, 8th playoff seed, that fight next year. And you should too if you don't.
And this is a very youthful team. This is a very fun team to watch right now because you could see it actually develop. Where in years past it was kind of like, where's this going? Where's this going? Right. There's like a kind of a path right now. But again, defensively, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. I'll be honest with you. Now, I did see one defense, good thing. Yeah. They give one of the penalty kills, the NFZ, the no fun zone, collapsed. They allowed presence in front of Mackenzie Blackwood. So that's not good. However, this is what we call improvement here. On the next penalty kill, they stayed in position, and there was one sequence where one of the forwards almost gallivanted away from the no fun zone, but he stopped and then went back into the no fun zone, realizing I'm not going to pinch and take a risk. I'm going to stay with my mates for that 2-2 zone. I saw it happen. He wanted to go, and then he just stopped and skated right back. And that's good because sometimes you want to cheat and you want to get to that puck and be over-aggressive. But a good penalty kill, you stay in your position, you stay disciplined, and that zone defense will always be there. They'll always be there. But once one guy takes a misstep, the zone defense completely collapses, and that's where you have players unscathed in front of Mackenzie Blackwood. So I think that's kudos to them to making that adjustment because I've seen it too many times earlier in the season, and then they finally fixed it. But now, without that, with Palmieri and Zajac and, a couple guys gone now, it's good to see that, reminder, we can't be doing that because oftentimes they were so out of position. But one thing that I did notice, Scotty, they're still getting out-muscled in front of the crease. And that's kind of a problem. That is kind of a problem. And I think Tom Fitzgerald has to address that this offseason. Has to. Because, this team has a lot of talent, but I'll tell you, where's the muscle? We need more muscle back there.
Well, again, we're going to see, one of them before the season's up here with Nikita Hoychuk, or however you pronounce his last name. But we're going to see him, and he's going to provide a little bit more of a physical presence. I'm thinking when Nolan Foote comes up, he's going to start providing a little bit more of a physical presence. By the way, he's been tearing it up. Maybe a little over-exaggeration there, but in the standard of the B Devils, he's tearing it up. I think he is their points leader on the season so far. So really be excited for those two, to get here. Nikita Hoychuk and Nolan Foote. And I think, that's going to do a lot. Kevin Ball, I don't know if we're going to see him yet. They say he's having a little bit of trouble transitioning to the pro game right now, trying to do a little bit too much on the offense. Want to stick to maybe just the defense for right now, but he'll be here next year. I don't know if he'll be here by the end of this year, but definitely next year he's going to be up here. But these guys are going to bring a massive presence that we don't have right now. Who knows? Maybe Tice Thompson will get the same growth spurt that his brother did and grow another 6 inches to 6'5". Who knows? Maybe he will. Jesper Boquist, though, as well, I think should go ahead.
No, I was about to say, wouldn't that be something if Jack Hughes, because it's rare, but it does happen. What happens if Jack Hughes goes through a growth spurt
Not Jack
at age
Hughes. Tice
21.
Thompson. Yeah. I think that ship might have sailed for Jackie Boy over there. But either way,
I'm just basing it on his brothers. His
yeah.
brothers are pretty big.
Michael, any free agent signings? Not right now, unless there's like really young guys out there. I don't see Fitzy making any moves at the moment, but definitely in the offseason, we're going to see where we stand. And let's see where some of these kids play first and how they do and see what we really have to go. We're going to have to make decisions on some of them. We talked about it before. Kuokkanen, Sharon Govich, McLeod, Merkley, Bastian. These guys are all restricted free agents. Fitzy's going to have to, we're going to have to decide what we have to do here. Travis Zajac is gone. Does that open the door for a re-signing of Mikey McLeod? Or do they bring Zajac back in the offseason and throw him on the fourth line as the cagey old veteran and not resign and include McLeod in a package or something like that? There's going to be a lot to be decided. That's what I meant to say right there. I mean, right now, for me, Kuokkanen and Sharon Govich, I mean, I think they kind of deserve an NHL contract. McLeod, I don't know. I might offer a two-way too right now at this point.
Yeah.
Same thing, Merkley, Bastian. We got to see how they finish the season. They're gonna get their opportunity right here, though. McLeod, McLeod. It's like it's Bruce Willis and Die Hard over here. McLean. Let's see where Mikey McLeod's stats are at right now. So in 34 games, he's only got 9 points. That's not the best. In a career 67 games, he's got 14 points. So this year he's got 6 goals and 3 assists. If maybe that assist total was, about to push some double digits around 10 or 11 or 12, maybe thinking a little bit differently, but 9 points in 30 games. That's let's see. I feel like Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen, it's a no-brainer, but can Mikey McLeod step it up without Zajac? There is an opening right there. Or do they feel more comfortable bringing someone like Zajac back in the offseason? We know Travis really didn't want to go. Lou had tried to acquire him last year, and Travis, wouldn't waive his no-trade clause. I think he just did it this year because he didn't have a contract and taking a shot. But I think if Travis Zajac probably had his way, he probably would have stayed with the Devils. So,
yeah,
who knows what the future brings? Right there. But Mikey McLeod, these are decisions that are going to have to be made. And that will really affect, I think, Daniel, or who was it? Michael Hay, any of the free agent signings. I think that's where it's really going to, I don't expect anything insanely flashy or crazy going on just yet.
Yeah. Anderson Louise writes, they keep playing like this. It gives me hope. I like Hughes' line a lot on the YouTube Live.
I like it a lot. That line is looking great. Yeah, so you're telling me there's a chance. No, don't tell Benji that. He's going to start talking about the playoffs again. But no, they're like I said, Sharon Govich and Kuokkanen, I'm glad that I, eaten some face there on Sharon Govich because, I was down on him in a little bit at the beginning of the season, and I was big on Kuokkanen. I thought Kuokkanen was, but pairing them together seems to be a really good move. And kind of like when Zach was on the team, always having like Travis and Zach together, like they always just kind of like immediately went together. It was difficult breaking up Patrick Elias and Peter Sikora, like they just always knew where each other were and had that chemistry out there on the ice. So I don't know. Kuokkanen, Sharon Govich, I think deserve it. And I like the way they play with other people. Turn Zajac on. Now it's turning Jackie Boy on. If that's what Jackie Boy needs, here you go, buddy. Have fun. Rock and roll.
This could be a glimpse of the future. If this line The Jaeger bombs line is what Craig Best says. And then think about Nico Hischier coming back in. What would that line look like? Who would you pair up with?
Right now, I mean, I think Nico? Right now you got to throw him with Zacha and Bratt. You know, that's what I think right now. And then move Wood back down and, you know, have those as your top two lines for the time being until some of these other guys like Nolan Foote comes in. And then, you know, see what happens. And then if Nolan Foote comes in, do you replace, you know, a Zacha or a Bratt with a Nolan Foote? Can you imagine Bratt, Nico, and Nolan? Oh, man, they just get bigger and bigger as they go up there, you know? So, like, that might be something. Move Pavel Zacha down to a third-line center role, you know, and have him down there, maybe with Jesper Boquist or someone else, you know. But we got to remember, Dawson Mercer is going to be coming. Alexander Holtz is going to be coming. Graham Clark is going to be coming. Tice Thompson is already here. We got a lot going on. We got a lot going on here. And those are just our first round picks. You know, there were other rounds in the draft as well that we have other draft picks for, by the way.
You know, I actually like that line. Nico.
What?
Zacha on the wing and have Bratt on the other side. I mean, that's you know what? Because there's size, there's leadership, and there's skill all around and speed. I like it's so well balanced, and I think that they would actually play very well defensively as well. You know, together as they play other top lines.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so I think that would, and that's. I was just going to say, I think that's, even though Jesper Bratt, we see him hustling and getting back on that back check, we know he's not the biggest defensive. You know, his game is offense and forward. You know, same thing with Jack Hughes. It's go, 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 push, push, push. It's not really playing defense as much. That's why you put him with Kolkinen and Sharangovich, who can play those roles a little bit more. You put Jesper Bratt with a Nico Hischier and a Pavel Zacha, who can play those defensive roles a little more, and they can just focus in on that offensive game and set these guys up. Nico in front of the net. We know Zacha has got a good shot. Use it, Pavel. I saw you shoot a couple times. Just friggin' rip that bad boy. Sharangovich has been doing it. He's been scoring. And I actually, Pavel, he put two in the other day, so I you know. But I saw him today. Just shoot that damn puck, man. That's what I want those guys to do. You know?
Yeah.
Because they get. I don't want, like, Jesper Bratt's looking to set Zacha up, and it's almost like sometimes he's looking to set Jesper Bratt back up. No. You shoot, Pavel. You shoot the puck, man. When it comes to you, shoot that bad boy. We're trying to set you up, big man. Use that shot.
Yeah, you know, it's like you've got the Jaeger bombs line, and I don't know what to call the Nico line, but it's almost like the Euro line because they're from all places in Europe. You know, you got the Czech, you've got the Swiss, and is Brad Finn Swedish? You got that, and then Miles Wood, Bastion. You've got some beef. Lines 3 and 4. It would be a well balanced team where you could actually roll 4 lines. I think right now, I'm not worried about the goaltender position. That will come with time. I thought Mackenzie Blackwood and the other goalie, I forgot his name, Pittsburgh.
Scott Wedgwood.
Sorry. Yeah. That second, it was awesome. It was really awesome. I thought it played extremely well, but Mackenzie Blackwood just can't do it all. And you know, again, let's get through this season. But in the off season, they got to do something with their defense. They have to. And you know,
well, like I said, we're gonna have Riley Walsh, Ty Smith. You know, it's gonna be a completely different defense next year. I mean, Ty, maybe Ryan Murray. Those are the only. Oh, Damon. I don't know. Maybe Damon Severs is trying to talk himself out into a trade and off the team. You know, fine with me. You know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully he can be like in double, with his plus minus.
I don't think he'll ever be a plus. I don't think he's ever going to be a plus. No. I mean, minus 114. Ay. See, that's what we don't want to deal with anymore. If we start making big trades and send these prospects away, we're going to gut ourselves again. And that's what we don't want to do. Look at, even though, it was probably, we all liked the deal at the time, but the goose is cooked.
Yeah.
Like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Remember when they cut the goose open at the end? It's all like dried out and just like, like the goose is cooked. It didn't work, and we sent a couple draft picks, to Vegas for that, and that came back to kick us a little bit there, So we gotta see. We're almost there. Don't do anything dumb yet. Honestly, I think we're going to end up trading for a big goalie. That's what I think it's going to be. I think we're going to deal for some big superstars. I do. I don't know why. I just have that feeling that I think we're like, how it happens, like when you're replacing an idol, a legend, an icon in Marty Brodeur, like it never happens. Like the first guy that comes in to take his place is going to be like, it always usually takes a few before you get like, oh, this is our guy for like the next, you think you have it. Oh yeah. Right. Remember like when Jeter retired, it's like, oh yeah, the Yankees got Didi Gregorius, but like, what did he last? Like 3 years. And then they got rid of him, it was like, oh yeah, he's going to be Didi's going to be there. Like Gleyber Torres, like Gleyber's not going to play shortstop forever. Like it's tough, like replacing something like David Wright. Friggin' A, like the Mets still haven't replaced a third baseman, like it takes a while to get someone like that in there. I don't know. I just have this feeling that when we do make a big trade, it's going to be for like a stud, already established goalie. Like, I don't know. I just have that feeling.
Hey, you know what? It may happen. It definitely it may happen.
Not that I'm losing faith in Mac Black. I hope that everything works out with him and we don't have to do that. But I just have this.
I have a feeling it's the other way around. I have a feeling that they will draft a goaltender a year or two from now in the later rounds that nobody else has heard of. Mm-hmm. And suddenly he's thrown in because of possible injury or whatever and steals it from Mackenzie Blackwood.
Oh,
I have this gut feeling. I don't know why. Right. It's just a gut feeling. But that won't happen for another 2 or 3 years.
We'll see. Who was the German kid that they drafted? I can't remember his name now, but he's over playing in the German leagues, I believe. But we'll see. That's an interesting. Okay, I like it, Sam. Yeah, I like it. It's a little tease to see what comes. Well, I think we've talked our way through this game for tonight.
Is that your alarm? Was that your alarm in the background? Oh, okay.
No. That's just more emails. That's just more emails going off. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's. Don't forget, Brodeur is on the way. Jeremy Brodeur, right? Yeah. But it was a tough loss today. The good thing, it's crazy thinking about this as well before we go. We played the Penguins, then we played the Rangers, then we played the Penguins again. Like the Penguins and the Rangers are like the teams we're playing for like the next 8 games, essentially. So we're going to see a lot of the Pens. We got one more and then Rangers hate week starts, and
big reveal Sunday at Taj Labs.
Big reveal.
We may have a celebrity with us. We may have a celebrity with us. We may not. You never know. Meow meow.
Yeah, and even if you're not,
it's going to be big.
And even if you're not going to the game and you just want to come down and hang out, you can. Well, I know it's only limited, but if you feel safe enough and you want to come down, I'm sure they got the social distance and the have the games on, while it's going, so you can always hang out there as well.
Yeah.
Old
so
Taj
I'll
Lounge.
be down there next Sunday with my buddy Cannabis Bill. He'll be with me.
All right.
But he's not the celebrity. He's not the celebrity, though. It could be somebody.
He's a celebrity to me.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for watching. As I sign off in my mobile studio as I'm playing hooky right now. Scotty, thank you. Thank you very much for being part of my Friday night evening. Well, we'll have better luck next time.
That's right. Sunday.
Till next time, let's...
Game Into podcast.
Let's go, Devils.